My name is Ilara Thompson, and for as long as I can remember, I've been the invisible glue holding my family together. At 58, childless and widowed young, I poured all my love and my considerable inheritance from my late husband into my siblings' kids. Nieces and nephews who called me Auntie Yelly with squeals of delight when I arrived bearing gifts. Vacations I funded, college tuitions I covered, extravagant birthday parties I orchestrated. It was my way of building a family, even if it wasn't biologically mine. Little did I know that glue was about to dissolve, revealing the cracks beneath. It started with the Christmas cruise. My sister Clara and her husband had been hinting at a grand family getaway for months. Something magical, Clara gushed over the phone. The whole clan, me, Tom, the kids, even Cousin Lou and his brood. I smiled to myself, already picturing the turquoise waters of the Caribbean, the twinkling lights on the deck, the laughter around a holiday dinner table. I'd foot the bill, of course. It was tradition. Over the years, I'd shelled out over $50,000 on such trips. Hawaiian luau's, European river cruises, ski lodges in Aspen. Why? Because seeing their faces light up made me feel needed, loved. I wired the deposit without a second thought. $15,000 for the deluxe suite package on a luxury liner departing from Miami on December 20th. Make sure there's a spot for me, I texted Clara. Her reply was swift. Of course, Auntie, can't wait. I spent weeks shopping for festive outfits. A shimmering red gown for Christmas Eve, cozy sweaters for the onboard activities. I even booked a spa day for the ladies, my treat. The anticipation bubbled in me like champagne. Then, 2 weeks before departure, the email arrived. It was the cruise itinerary, forwarded from Clara. I scanned the passenger list eagerly, my heart sinking as I read the names. Clara, Tom, their 3 kids, Mia, Jake, and little Sophie, plus Tom's brother and his family. Cousin Lou. Even the in-laws I'd met only once. But no Ilara Thompson. My name was nowhere. Confused, I called Clara. Hey sis, must be a mix-up. My name's not on the list. There was a pause, then a sigh. Oh, Ellie, we talked about this. Space is limited for important guests. The ship only has so many cabins, and we had to prioritize the immediate family. You understand, right? Besides, you're always so busy with your charity work. Important guests? The words stabbed like icicles. I, who had paid for the damn thing, wasn't important? I funded it, I stammered. It's Christmas. Clara's voice turned saccharine. We appreciate that, really. But Mia's boyfriend is coming, first family holiday together, and Sophie's best friend from school. We couldn't leave them out. Next time, okay? Next time. There was always a next time with them. I hung up the phone, heavy in my hand. Tears blurred my vision as I stared at the unworn red gown hanging in my closet. That night, I scrolled through social media previews. Clara posting teaser photos of passports and sunscreen, tagging everyone but me. The exclusion wasn't a mistake, it was deliberate. For days, I wrestled with the hurt. Had I been nothing more than a wallet all these years? The memories flooded back. Mia's 16 in Vegas, all expenses paid by me. Jake's gap year in Australia, my check covering flights and hostels. Sophie's ballet lessons, costumes, recitals, thousands down the drain. And what did I get? A perfunctory thank you card here, a group photo there, always on the periphery. Enough. That word echoed in my mind like a mantra. I logged into my bank account and canceled the recurring transfers. $1,000 monthly to Clara for family emergencies, another $500 to Mia for her allowance. I emailed the cruise line demanding a refund on the unused portion. Then I blocked their numbers. For the first time in decades, silence enveloped my home. Not the lonely kind, but a peaceful one. Christmas came and went. I spent it volunteering at a local shelter, serving turkey to strangers who smiled with genuine gratitude. It felt liberating. But liberation came with backlash. The first call came from Mia on December 26th, from an unknown number. Auntie Ellie, why isn't my allowance in? I need it for post-holiday shopping. The cruise was amazing, by the way. Wish you were there. I chuckled bitterly. Mia, darling, the bank's closed. Permanently. Merry Christmas. She gasped. What? But you always help. Mom said you'd understand about the cruise. It was just space issues. Space for important people, I echoed. Well, consider this my space, away from being your ATM. Clara's voicemail followed, laced with faux concern. Ellie, what's going on? The kids are devastated. We thought you'd be happy for us. Are you okay? You sound off. Off? I was on, finally seeing clearly. But the accusations escalated. Tom's email accused me of jealousy. You're punishing us because you're alone. That's not fair, Alara. We love you. Love. The word rang hollow. Then came the real assault. A week into the new year, a certified letter arrived from a lawyer. Notice of concern regarding mental fitness. Clara and Tom were petitioning the court to evaluate my competency, claiming my sudden erratic behavior indicated dementia or undue influence. They cited my irrational cancellation of funds, my paranoid blocking of calls, and even fabricated medical reports, suggesting I was hoarding pills and missing appointments. Lies, all of it. My blood boiled. How dare they? I'd been their benefactor, not their burden. I hired my own attorney, Miss Rivera, a sharp woman specializing in elder law. This is financial abuse, Ilara, common with greedy relatives. We'll fight it. As we prepared, I rallied my allies, not family, but the community I'd neglected in favor of them. First, Mrs. Patel from the Neighborhood Watch. She'd seen me organize block parties, always generous with time and treats. Of course I'll testify, she said. You're the sanest person I know. Then, Father Miguel from the church where I volunteered. Alara, you fed hundreds here. If anyone's unfit, it's those ingrates excluding you. Even young Liam from the shelter, a teen I'd mentored, offered, Auntie Ellie changed my life. She's sharp as a tack. We gathered evidence. Bank statements showing $150,000 plus transferred over a decade. Emails proving my cruise and payment. Social media posts flaunting their vacations without a mention of me. Miss Rivera uncovered the fake medical reports, forged signatures from a doctor who'd never treated me. The mediation was set for February, a neutral ground at a community center. Clara arrived with Tom, Mia, and Jake. Sophie stayed home, too young for the drama. They looked polished, Clara dabbing at dry eyes with a tissue. The mediator, a stern woman named Hayes, opened, "This is about family welfare. Miss Thompson, your relatives claim you're unfit to manage your affairs." Clara jumped in, voice quivering. "Ellie's always been so giving, but lately, she's changed, cutting us off without reason. We think she's depressed, isolated. Maybe those new friends are influencing her." Influencing? Let's talk facts. Miss Rivera projected the bank records. Over $150,000 in gifts. Yet, when Alara asserts boundaries, suddenly she's unfit. Tom shifted uncomfortably. "It's not about money. We're worried." Worried enough to forge medical docs? Miss Rivera slid the evidence across. Dr. Hayes' eyes widened. Mia piped up, "Auntie, we love you. The cruise was a mistake. Come back to us." I stood, heart pounding but voice steady. Love? Where was that when you sailed without me? I built this family with my wallet, thinking it bought affection, but it didn't. It bought entitlement. Jake muttered, "You're just jealous we have a real family." The room gasped. Dr. Hayes leaned forward. "Young man, that's telling. Ilara, your witnesses?" One by one they spoke. Mrs. Patel, "Ilara's organized our community for years, competent and kind." Father Miguel, "She's our rock." Liam, "She believed in me when no one did. That's not crazy, that's compassionate." Clara's facade cracked. "But the inheritance, Dad left it for the family." "No," I said softly. "He left it to me, to live my life." Dr. Hayes ruled, "No evidence of incompetence. Petition denied. I recommend counseling for the petitioners." As they stormed out, Clara hissed, "You'll regret this, alone forever." But I wasn't alone. That mediation sparked something. With Miss Rivera's help, I set up trusts to protect my assets. Then I redirected my wealth. No more funding ingrates. Instead, I contacted adoption agencies. At 58, international adoption was possible, especially for a stable, loving home. Months later, I welcomed little Anna from Guatemala, 5 years old with wide eyes and a shy smile. Our first Christmas? A cozy cabin in the mountains, just us, building snowmen and baking cookies. No cruises, no exclusions. Real family. Anna calls me Mama Ellie. And for the first time, I feel truly loved, not for my money, but for me.